Go to the planet Tython.
Hold the phone, Tython? To you, this planet may mean nothing, but to the fans who are deep in Star Wars lore, Tython means everything! We're talking about the origins of the Force, the original Jedi, and the understanding of what true balance really means, and it's not what the Jedi have been preaching. Star Wars fans, this one you're gonna want to buckle up for, because we're gonna be talking about the deep, deep lore that will change your view of Star Wars forever. You can thank us later. Let's dive into it. Oh, I'm so excited! Okay, let me slow down for a second and explain why Tython is so important in Star Wars lore. To do that, we need to take a little history lesson. Tens of thousands of years before 0 BBY, the Battle of Yavin, a group known as the Dai Bendu felt a call to the Force, and upon their planet came the Tho Yor, a giant pyramidal-shaped ship. Sealed inside, they could feel great mysteries waiting to be discovered. And for them, this was the moment they've been waiting for. This was their chance to fulfill a prophecy, so they boarded. Elsewhere in the galaxy, the same ritual took place, as the 7 other Tho Yor ventured planet to planet, finding those it deemed worthy. In each case, those who heard the call found peace, enlightenment, wisdom, harmony, and balance. The 8 Tho Yor would take those who heard the call to a planet called Tython, and these people would become Tythons. Now, Tython itself is an ancient planet surrounded by a mystical and primal energy, what we know as the Force. However, the planet doesn't call on one side. It calls on both, the light and the dark, in balance. As time went on, these Tythons would learn that it was their duty to study and become masters of the Force. Their lives became a modern meditation of the Force, a manifestation, or what Qui-Gon would say, following the Force's will. Observing the world around them, they saw 2 moons in the sky, Ashla, the light, and Bogan, the dark, representing the dual aspects of the Force. And it is here they understood what balance truly meant. The light defined the dark, and the dark the light. Without balance, there is no peace. I mean literally. When out of balance, the planet reacted with severe storms and quakes. So if they wanted to survive, balance was the key. And so they did. Deeming themselves the Jedi, meaning mystic center, they sought after the harmony of balance. Phew, that was a lot. But what does it all mean exactly? From the prequels, we've been told that bringing balance to the Force meant the end of the Sith, leaving the Jedi as the sole Force users in the galaxy. However, from the point of view of the Jedi and Tython, balance is harmony between the light and the dark. And without balance comes chaos. So does this mean for balance to take place, there needs to be an equal number of Jedi to Sith? Or is there something more to it? Well, let's start with what we know here. When Anakin brought the Jedi Order to an end and then ended the Sith in Episode 6, supposed balance was achieved, according to the Jedi's prophecy of the Chosen One. However, from the information we have now, when the Empire fell, we had at least 2 confirmed Jedi alive and kicking, Luke Skywalker and Asoka Tano. For the Sith, Palpatine's essence was somewhere in the Outer Rim, so that's 2-1. Then Luke created his Jedi Order, and as a result the dark side grew. Snoke, Kylo Ren, and whoever Snoke's mystery apprentice was, etc. Now, Kylo took care of Luke's students and Snoke. Luke unfortunately passed away, and Rey put the Dark Emperor to rest again, bringing supposed balance according to the Jedi prophecy of the Chosen One. So, is this balance? I don't believe so. What we've witnessed repeatedly throughout Star Wars is a cycle of violence. The light trying to extinguish the dark, and the dark the light. When the light has the high ground, the dark returns to extinguish it. When the dark side rises, the light grows brighter. This is not the teachings of Tython. As said by Jedi Master Ketu, we shouldn't be prisoners to Bogan or Ashla, but strive to live in the balance using the dark and light in harmony, as Tython teaches us. So for balance to be achieved, something or someone has to break this cycle, and I think we have our candidate. Based on what we've seen so far, balance isn't the number of light to dark users, or one side having dominance over the other. I believe balance is something that is internal, and it's something Star Wars has been trying to teach us this entire time. The Force created Anakin Skywalker, and as we saw, within him was the light and the dark. He was the Chosen One, and with the right master, Qui-Gon Jinn, who lived to the will of the Force and understood what balance truly meant, Anakin would have brought balance within himself and eventually the galaxy. However, Qui-Gon lost his life, and Anakin fell out of balance, sending himself and the galaxy into chaos. When Anakin supposedly brought balance, Luke had the opportunity to shift the tides of the Force. But rather than learn from the mistakes of the old Jedi Order, he retaught their teachings, and in that came the return of the Sith because in the light is the dark. Luke was right about one thing. The Jedi do need to end, and so do the Sith. As we know, there is only one Jedi remaining in the galaxy, Rey Skywalker, and she has a unique opportunity. She can break this cycle, but to do so, rather than be a Jedi, she needs to be a Jedi, and use both sides of the Force in harmony. As we've seen, Rey has the capability to use both sides of the Force, so if she can learn from the mistakes of those who came before her, true balance can be achieved. That's not just for the Force, but for the galaxy as well. From the Clone Wars to the Galactic Civil Wars of recent, each were perpetrated by the war between the Jedi and the Sith. So if there are no Jedi, then there are no Sith, just the Force in all its glory in harmony, just as Tython taught the Jedi. Rey may not be the chosen one, but she can bring peace to the galaxy. And hey, as you click to watch the next CBR video, remember, balance is key. Never sit in the light or the dark, but live in harmony, folks, or you might end up like Anakin. Ugh, maybe just put some ointment on that. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next CBR video.